What's up, traders? Welcome back. Today, it's the first trading day of March. It's Monday, March 2nd. I'm up 38, almost 39 pips in, you guessed it, EurCad. My favorite pair of February, and it looks like we're going to continue that bias now into March. The US markets are opening here in about an hour, and overnight, it's been very shaky. We don't really know what's going to happen when the markets open. Futures are down slightly right now, but it's been volatile. They were up, they were down, now they're down just a little bit. So as we're seeing those US markets continue to be uneasy, to continue to be uncertain, that's creating bullish momentum, bullish volatility to push these euro pairs higher. That's what we've been riding for the last week and a half, and that's what I'm riding here this morning. Now you can see I'm up 38 pips. My stop here on the initial position was only 14. So I actually have half the trade already closed and my stop loss locked in profit up about 1 pip, as you can see. So even if it spikes down, I can't lose any money. Now with this trade, I'm looking to give this more time. If you take a look at the 15 minute where the idea started, right now we've been pushing off the 50 EMA. My entry comes as we're pushing off the 8 EMA, now breaking out for a new high of day. We're close to overbought, but the thing with these pairs, if you turn on the ADR indicator, you can see it's been breaking ADR almost every day. It's had so much volatility. Look at it last Thursday. Friday it broke ADR. So today, I'm not going to be scared of the fact that we are at ADR. I know this pair has a lot of volume in it, a lot of push in it, and we're seeing all the other euro pairs move higher as well. So it makes sense to keep that long bias. Now, if we go down to the 1 minute, you can see the risk reward comes as we're moving off the 50, off the 21, off the 8 EMA on the 1 minute. The stop loss right here at that significant level. And what created that stop idea there was the breakout, the retest with the double bottom and confirmation. That set the level, and I'm looking for now a new break for a high of day following the bias of the higher time frames. That's as simple as this trade is. I see the double bottom, I see the level created, I know the potential risk, 14 pips, and now I'm up 40. So it's a great trade. It's 8:35. I'm going to come back on in a little bit and update you guys with how this trade plays out. I'm going to try to give it at least 10 more minutes to the 8:45 close, and we'll see where we're at then. If we continue to push and it starts to really look overextended, maybe I'll take the trade and just walk off with the day. But this is a nice start to the week. It's a very easy read following the long bias from last week. So if you're new to the channel, my name's Austin Silver. If you don't know, I'm the co-owner and head of trading here at ASFX. I appreciate you being here. Do me a favor, just if you're enjoying it so far, give me a thumbs up. It helps me reach other traders in the community, and also just subscribe so you don't miss any of my future trade recaps. I want you to see these videos in order every single day that I'm putting them out. So now up 42 pips. I'm not going to pull myself out of this thing yet. We're going to give it time. I'll be back in a few minutes for you guys. All right, guys, right there, I'm up 55 pips now. It is only 8:41, so I took a little bit more off here as we are continuing to push higher. I want to make sure that I'm bagging some of this profit, but now with the remaining piece of the trade, I'm going to leave this stop alone here in profit, and I'm going to let the trade go. I'm going to go to the 15 minute now and monitor this trade candle by candle. As it extends off the 8 EMA, there's really no telling how high it can go. We're not even at the New York Open yet, so we'll see what happens. If the stock market, the US equity market opens down, you could see these euro pairs continue higher. If you look at the dollar index, you see it getting tanked today, just getting destroyed. And that's what's pushing these euro pairs up. Look at Euro USD, way up. Look at Euro NZD, coming higher, even after that huge gap. Look at Euro GBP. Even though that's going with the GBP pairs a lot, that's even coming higher today. So you can see how strong the euro movement is. But I have most of this trade closed, still have a good chunk in, but most of it's closed and the stop is locked in profit. So 8:42 here, I'll come back on when this trade finishes out, whether I close the rest of it just because I have a reason to, whatever it is. If it builds divergence, it's becoming overbought on the 1 minute, you can see, whatever it is, I'm going to try to stay on the 15 minute and manage it candle by candle and see if this stop can hold for a few hours. So I'll come back on and let you guys know how it plays out. I appreciate you being here all the way through. You see another quick EurCad trade using the divergence entry signals that we teach in our course. So if you have any questions, drop a comment below. I'll be back in a little bit. What's up, guys? I'm back. It is 1:15. So I'm up 63 pips in the small piece that I still have running on this trade. So we're back from the gym now, making lunch. I wanted to come on and just show you guys where I'm at. Stop is still way down. 1 pip in profit from the entry point. If you see, we're up 64 now. Let's look over a trading view. You can see it's been sideways. Basically, after that first push where we closed most of the position, it's been sideways since then. But here, about 6 minutes before noon, we started to get more push to the upside through that 148.70, 148.80 level, then up to the 149 net level. And now that we're breaking out for a new high a day, this looks like it's getting some afternoon gas. So I wanted to come on and just show you guys where we're at in the trade, and we're still in the trade with a piece of it. here up 67 pips now. So I'm gonna have lunch and come back in a little bit and recap the whole trade. I'll break down again what I liked about the entry, why I left a piece of it in where I did, and then we'll see how much we closed the final little piece of this trade for. I appreciate you guys being here as always. I'll come back in a little bit. Let me go enjoy my lunch. All right, guys, it is 3:41. As you can see, I am no longer in the trade, so it just came down here and stopped me out in profit. So we did get that late afternoon push, but as we're getting closer to the close, the changeover of day, I should say, not the close. As we get closer to the changeover of day, we're seeing it. Wow, that was loud. That was loud, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We're seeing it pull back here, and that's why it just stopped me out in profit. So let's just go over the whole trade one more time. So if we start on the 15-minute, you guys know, I've said it a couple of times now in this clip, the long bias started last week. So coming in today on Monday, we're going to keep that long bias. This morning it pushed off the 50, extended off the 8, pulled the TDI into the buy zone, and that made me think we'd be looking good for some long movement, maybe a potential D1 or A1 entry here. It pulls back to the 8 EMA. It doesn't even make it all the way back to the 21, which is the red line here. And when it pulls back to that 8 EMA, I had a really clean risk-reward opportunity present itself. You see this double bottom present, like I said to you already, at the same level we slowed down at about an hour and a half before. So since that level was created, I was able to use that to read and set a stop loss at 14 pips. At most, this trade moved about 60, a little bit more than 60 into profit for me. So well over the 2R that I'm typically looking for on these trades. And if you remember, I closed in profit, well in profit here, and then kind of waded my way through, as it really didn't make too much more of a move past that initial pump, as you can see. It tested that high 2 more times, and that was it. So the reason I think we can chalk it up to not seeing this continue higher here at the end of the day is because if we turn on our ADR indicator, and I know some of you guys have been having issues using this right now, you can't find it. I'm going to work on that this week to make sure we can get that squared away. But you can see ADR today was 140. So when I was taking the trade, we were already maxed out ADR. So to get that 60 pips after average daily range is already reached, it's a great day. And I think you're seeing this euro volatility because of the dollar weakness. Now, the stock market, the U.S. equity market, actually closed up today, which is awesome. You know, it's good to see a rebound, and I think that's why you're seeing some of the euro pairs come down here at the end of the day. But I'm happy with the win today. A really solid trade, very easy to read, and I hope that you're seeing, if you're watching this trade by trade, you're seeing it's the same pair, same direction, same patterns every single day. It's that simple. I don't like to use that word simple or make it look easy, but it really is. I try not to overcomplicate my trading. I don't look at 40 different pairs. I focus on ones where I'm biased and I know my direction, and I'm just going to look for a risk reward that works for me. So 4 o'clock, we're done here. I'll see you guys in the next trade recap.